Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be doing another Dimir Tempo League on Magic Online, and this is the list that I used. The new set is the new Hobbit set, and I've been trying to play around with Bilbo and play it in a couple different lists. I tried Bilbo in Dimir Moonshadow, and I also tried Eco Baronin's list with like 4 Bilbo and like the Inquisition of Kozilek's. But yeah, so I kind of liked it most when I just like threw one of them in the deck for extra value and not a whole lot of building the deck around it. It's a good 2 mana card that you can play turn 2, or it's even good later in the game. It can really stabilize things. So like when it's good, it can be really good. Um, as far as the main deck, this was the exact thing before, except I had Brazen Borrower over here. So I moved Brazen Borrower to the side to squeeze in the Bilbo. Um, as some of you may know that have watched my content before, I prefer playing with Nethergoyf, but one of the advantages of the Baraggoyf list is that it kind of has more slots, right? So like we play 3 Nethergoyf in the Nethergoyf list, but in this list we play 2 Baraggoyf, so there's like an extra slot for something. And then because I'm not playing 3 Baraggoyf in the side and I'm only playing 1 Baraggoyf in the side, it also opens up some sideboard slots. So I can do things like play 2 Deluges or a Deluge and a Massacre, stuff like that. So yeah, I do like this sideboard. I feel like I haven't been using Null Rod all that much, and when I do set it in, I don't see it that much because it's a one of, but it is a good haymaker to have against things like Tron or Forge, things like that. But I think the sideboard's pretty solid. I would kind of like to have like 2 Shieldred's Edicts, but slots are super tight. So yeah, if you guys have any recommendations for what I could do to this list to improve it, let me know down in the comments. And yeah, so let's get right into the video. I hope you guys like it. Round 1 on the draw, and this is a energy player, but I guess he plays mono white initiative as well. So for Chalice, I'm gonna keep this hand. Just hope they don't have Chalice here. Here's a Cavern, Lotus Petal, Cleric, Leon Arbiter. That is very, very annoying. Very, 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 very annoying. So now I want to draw like an underground sea. So I can snuff this thing out. Wow, this is bad. Discard a Kaito. City of Traders. Okay. Wow, that was messed up. Okay, so I want Brazen. I want Edict. I want Deluge. I think that I don't want Kaito, and Daze is maybe kind of bad here. And I think I want another Baragoyf. I think I'm going to cut Bilbo here and put in a Force of Negation. All right, let's try this. All right, so now I guess I want to fetch now, get an island, and play Tameo. If they chalice me, I'm kind of screwed. Well, extremely screwed. Another Tameo is not great. Do they have another swords? So here, guess we'll put back land, push. Do they have another one? They have a solitude. Okay. They discard Witch Enchanter. Let's see what they pick here. Toxic Deluge. So they know I have Brainstorm. They know I have Deluge. Leon Arbiter. Okay. Another Solitude, pitching another Witch Enchanter. Okay, so we're gonna wanna put Baragoyf on top. So I guess we'll go Baragoyf land, and then we can Surveil away. Whoa. 2 cards. So it's a lot of Baraglyphs. It's all the Baraglyphs. Wait, do they play One Ring? No. So I think Bilbo is better. And okay. They play Wasteland? They do play Wasteland. So kind of risky. The problem with this hand is it kind of sets me up to 2-for-1 myself. And they did that a bunch to themselves last game with Solitude. So if they play Leon Arbiter or Chalice, then I'm going to counter it. Force pitch Murktide probably. Okay, here's a Lotus Petal. All right, Force. Oh, that was all their cards too. Oh no! Can't believe that just happened. Embarrassing. Embarrassing as hell. Well, good thing we drew another land. Okay, so now we definitely want to search now, but do we want to I think we do want to counter. Let's see what we're going to draw here. I think no. Okay. That one can be countered. Okay, so what's it naming? Human. This guy's a cat. Okay. Okay. Snuff Out was actually a very good draw. Okay, of course their one card is swords. I can't believe I tried to counter the Anointed Peacekeeper with when they cast it with the whatever it's called. Alright, so now I just need to draw some gas here. Both Kaitos are in the side right now. Alright, there's Tamiyo, which I'm not super mad at. Flick can draw me a couple cards. They only have access to 1 mana. Okay, so here's another cavern, also on human, which I should try to remember. Alright, let's see if they try to get rid of Tamiyo. Alright, Baragoyf. Okay, swords on the Baragoyf. Okay, both good draws. Flow State and Murktide. So, actually, I only have instants in there. So I think what I'll do here is I will wasteland them and then I'll leave the Snuff Out in there. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then plus the Tameo here. Alrighty, we got there. GG's. Round 2, we're on the play, and most recently they're on Rakdos Reanimator. What is this? Okay. I'm going to keep this hand. I think that I'm going to pass here because they might Thoughtseize me. Okay, did not find a counter spell. Okay, they put Atraxa in the graveyard. So now I need to find some sort of counter spell. I guess I shuffle here, try to find a force of will. So now I'm kind of screwed. Um, I'm gonna scoop here. I don't have like a way to deal with an Atraxa. Okay, I like this hand. Draw another Force of Will. Land. Land. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna chill here. Put a card on top. Okay, I'll let the unmask go. Take Force. Take another Force of Will. Okay, so we'll go Hydroblast, Brainstorm, Flow State, no. And here, yeah, so it's turned on. We'll take Brainstorm, Hydroblast. Let's get Force of Will. Okay, so let's go ahead and, well, let's look at their sideboard first. So they have Sneak Attack, Stronghold Gambit. So let's force pitch Brainstorm. Let's take the show and tell there. Luckily, Raph and Mikey is like the best creature they could reanimate for me because I can edict it and it doesn't have like an ETB. Um, it only gets value if it successfully attacks. Okay. So here we just Murktide, Brainstorm, Ponder, Force of Will, Surgical, and then, yeah, I guess we just thought seize them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take the reanimate. Take them off red mana. Should be impossible for them to win at this point. Alright, let's go to game 3. I'm going to keep this hand even though I don't have like a Force of Will. If I can make it past turn 1, I think I'm doing a decent job of setting up a defense here. So here they Thoughtseize us. Let's see what they take. Probably Thoughtseize. Maybe Daze. Okay. So they take Thoughtseize. Force of Will. Draw Hydroblast. I'm just going to pass here in case they try to go looting. Yeah, we can leave that there. Okay, they put a card on top. Put another card on top. Let's go Tameo here. Okay, they play a Badlands. Let's see what they do here. 2 mana. So they'll probably take Daze. Oh, they take Hydroblast. Okay. Well, I have Edict. I have a way to deal with their Atraxa or whatever it is. Okay, so we found good cards here. Last cards I want are Kaito. No, Kaito is a black card. So I guess Bargoyf. I mean, it's a blue card. Bargoyf Edict. Fortunately, did not find another land. So here we take Sneak Attack. Okay, they play a 4th land. Okay, so now on top of our deck we have a Barragoyf. Don't want to Thoughtseize them because they have 2 fatties. So let's try to find a lint and some other stuff. So we find Force of Negation, Barragoyf, Underground Sea. So I'm going to take Force of Negation, Underground Sea, and plus Tameo here and pass. Kind of wanted to keep the Barragoyf, but I think it's important to be like resilient against Thoughtseize. So here's a Thoughtseize. And if they take force, then we still have force. Been drawing pretty good game 2 and 3. Like finding the counter spells I need. But I don't deny that it's been some luck as well. Anyways, here they scoop. They see all my counter spells, my answer for their reincarnated reanimated creature, and yeah, so GG's. Round 3 on the play. This is a Doomsday opponent, and their last trophy is from July. They play a lot of Doomsday. It had fantastic art in it, though. This hand is definitely a keep. I've been seeing a lot of Tempo Doomsday since Bilbo got printed and Fantastic Art got banned. I guess people are testing out the Bilbo or whatever. I am going to get a basic here and ponder. Um, could keep the ponder and then shuffle away the other stuff. So I can go swamp, ponder, wasteland, no. And then next turn I can shuffle. All right, so here is a Thoughtseize. Wait a second. Yeah, they're Thoughtseizing me. I just played against a Reanimator, so I'm like in PTSD mode. So let's daze this. Okay, so now I'm gonna shuffle my library and then ponder. And I do like these cards. Well, I like the Thoughtseize mostly, so I'll go push. Thoughtseize, Bowmaster, no. Hmm. Here is Tameo. I'm gonna let it slide here. That's kind of funny. The card on top was the Edge of Autumn, that they could have sacked their land. Okay, so do I want a Bowmaster, hold up Bowmaster or Thoughtseize? I think that it's correct to Thoughtseize here. So they have sorcery, sorcery. Yeah, I'm gonna take the flow state here. Play the island, and here they consider. I'm a little scared to cast the Murktide because it's my blue pitch. And here they Thoughtseize. Okay. Maybe they take Murktide. Take Force of Will. So we draw another Force of Will. Good old Thoughtseize bug. Alrighty, they scoop. Force. Alrighty, let's do that. So yeah, I'm not sure why, but my mapping that I originally got from Eco Baronin had to take out the dazes. Maybe it's because of the Cavernous Souls. Not exactly sure. Okay, so they mull. I'm definitely going to keep this hand. Murktide. Bowmaster. Push. Okay. Dark Ritual on my upkeep. Sure. Here is a Bowmasters. Okay. Second Bowmasters. So let's force pitch Brainstorm. And now they're left with one card in hand. So I don't know if that was worth it, but they didn't know I'd have force and push. So here, let's play land first. Let's ponder. Okay. I like all these cards. Mostly the Thoughtseize, though. But I also like the Force of Will. So I think what I'm going to do here is go Kaito, Thoughtseize, Force. I think I'm just going to pass here. My flow state is turned on, though. I really don't want to pitch it to Force, but I feel pretty ahead of them here. They spent a lot of resources for a 1/1. Okay, my next card is Kaito. Let's Thoughtseize here. So we got Days. Murktide. Douthie. So we take the Murktide here. Do we want to draw the Kaito? Probably not. Okay, here's a Cavern. Let's see if they want to name Rogue. They do name Rogue. So let's shuffle away the Kaito here. Here's another land. I'll say no to the land. Okay, so here, let's flow state. So we'll grab Brazen Tameo, and then we'll play a Wasteland and play a Tameo. Okay, so here they wanted Days. No. And I'll Wasteland. You can keep my Tameo. Okay, so they drew a land. So their hand is Days. No, it's not. They did the Days. Okay, well, we drew Baragoyf, and they wasted their Days. So let's go ahead and play that. Okay, now they're at 2 mana. Here they flow state. I think I do not want to let them flow state. But what do I want to pitch? I think I want to pitch Brazen Borrower. Let's play the Tamiyo. So now they need blockers. Alrighty, we got there. GG's. Round 4. We're on the draw. This is a blue-black tempo player, and this hand is pretty bad. Let's mull this. This hand is better, not the best. Let's put back that one. Alright, please give me something good here. Draw force. Okay, basic island and Tamiyo. Let's see if it resolves. They force pitch Kaito. I'm gonna let it go. I have another Tamiyo. I'm not gonna fight over it because they could potentially have days, I guess. Okay, so here is their Tamiyo. Let's let the Tamiyo go. So here is Brainstorm. I'm gonna force here. Do they have the days? They have the days. I guess if I'm gonna force, I just try to force the Tamiyo, right? Okay, now their Tamiyo flips, which is a huge, huge problem for me. Let's get Swamp and let's Thoughtseize. So let's take the flow state here and let's Tamiyo. Yeah, of course they force. They have a flip Tamiyo. They drew a land. Let's see if they downtick Tamiyo. The problem with downticking Tamiyo is that if I draw a Bowmaster, then I just Bowmaster the Tamiyo and kill it. They do decide to risk it here, and they Brainstorm. So, yeah, my best draw right now is Bowmaster. Worst draw is like another land or something, or like a Kaito. Don't want to draw any of those. I'd be okay with like a Murktide. Okay, so here's a flow state. Let's go ahead and do that. So here's a Bowmaster. So 2 cards. So I definitely want Bowmaster. Do I want Brainstorm or Daze? I think I want Brainstorm. Yeah, now I wish I kept the days. Okay, so can Bowmaster and then push. So we want to have Bowmaster push on our turn. So we'll put back Murktide, Thoughtseize. Um, Bowmaster here. Hit the Tameo. Please resolve. Okay, resolves, nice. So let's see what's in their hand. It's a swamp. Okay, so we got Thoughtseize, Force. I want to keep Flow State, Push. So they know the Tameo is going to die, so they might as well try to... If they bring back Flow State, though, it's only for one card, but it does dig 3 cards deep and does not draw cards because I have a Bowmaster. I'm kind of surprised that I was able to stabilize after they flipped their Tameo so fast. Our starting hand was also kind of bad. Okay, 2 mana. Here's a Bowmaster. They could have Snuff Out. They have 1 card in their hand. And they could have Kaito. So they only play 1 Kaito, so they're less likely to have it than me. Let's see though. So they're on a 3-turn clock. Hopefully they do not have Kaito here, because that'd be very bad for me. Alright, let's surveil here. Days is bad. Alright. 2 more hits. They need exactly Snuff Out or Brazen. They played 2 Snuff Out though. They put a card on top, so maybe they found the snuff out. Or maybe it's just like a flow state or something. They find Ponder. They don't shuffle. Okay, so maybe they found Brazen Borrower. Okay, they found a flow state. That's pretty good. They're getting a lot of looks at finding a snuff out. Okay, here's Brainstorm. And they play 1 Baragoi, 2 Bowmasters. So they like the baubles, they like extra removal. Okay, they can't Kaito here. I go to 7. All right, please don't have snuff out. They're pausing. They might just have Brazen Borrower as well. Alrighty, here's Tamio. Tamio can block. Push on the Tamio. Okay, do they have Kaito? Okay, here's a Bilbo. Uh-oh. So I go to 5. They can do 4 damage to me. They're out of cards, but they have a Brazen Borrower on an adventure. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we got flow state, push, daze, land, land. They may have it. Bilbo's pretty scary here, not gonna lie. But I have 2 blockers. You know, I have 0 cards in my hand. They can play Brazen as a blocker. They can cast Fatal Push from the graveyard. Ah, seriously? What the heck? Oh, they got me. Okay, so we are, I guess, doing that. Yep. So this is the first time seeing an opposing blue-black tempo with Barrowgoyf deck. Okay, this hand looks good. Um, two Bowmasters is kind of fire, but I would like to Thoughtseize as well. Could just go all in on Bowmasters. I think I'm gonna do that. It's probably correct to bottom one of the Bowmasters, but so they mulled a 5. Basic Island Ponder. So there's another Thoughtseize. So we go Wasteland, Thoughtseize, Polluted Delta, no, and pass. So now we have the mana for Barrowgoyf, turn 3. Next turn I can decide if I want to Thoughtseize or Bowmaster. Alright, there's Tameo. Maybe I should just Thoughtseize here. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna Thoughtseize here. So let's take the Bowmaster. They have days. Play Swamp. Alright. So I think that here just gonna chill. Okay, so here's a daze. Underground Sea. And they push. Okay, cool. But now that leaves my oh, Kaito. Kaito is very, very good right here. Do I want to tap down the Tameo? No. Okay, so top, put on top. Sand is not a keep. Let's see if they keep. They do keep. All right. I got to go to 5. Keep this one. Put back. Brazen. Murktide. All right, here they Thoughtseize us. They'll probably take Tameo. Do I Wasteland? I'm not going to Wasteland, but I am going to Brainstorm here. Okay. So, they know about the Wasteland. So I guess I hide the push. So we'll go land, push, and then pass. I'm gonna daze this. Alright, let's kill their colored mana source and pass. Hopefully I screwed them up. Nice. So, only instants in my graveyard. Do I surveil here? I think not. Alright, let's play Tameo. It's a good draw. So now we're holding up Fatal Push. Hopefully start drawing some cards. They find a blue mana source. Let's Thoughtseize here. Okay, so they're just missing black mana. So I think here I take Baragoyf. Yeah, let's take the Baragoyf. And Underground Sea, low state. So it is turned on because of the Thoughtseize. Okay, I think I want Bilbo, and Baragoyf. Alright, let's see if they find black mana. They did find black mana. Okay. So they push. And they wasteland us. Let's see if we can find a land here. So I could Thoughtseize them, take their edict. I think I will do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's take their edict and pass. They can Thoughtseize us though. Yep. So let's see if they take Bilbo or Baragoyf. They take Bilbo. So let's see if we can draw a land here and slam Baragoyf. We don't. So let's draw a card, try to find a land. We don't find a land. Do have 2 Baragoyfs though. Okay, so now they can play Douthie, which is a problem because of Kaito. So I probably need to push it. Oh man, I'm drawing terribly. they find another land, they can hardcast Kaito. They find a wasteland. Okay. Kaito is an issue. Desperately need a land, and they have a wasteland. This is frustrating. So here, they're just gonna wasteland me, but what's better, Murktide or Barragoyf? I think Murktide. So we got Brainstorm, Days, Dotsies. So that's 6/6. Let's make it a 7/7. So now they can tap it down, and they'll probably wasteland us. But if we can draw another land, we can keep just slamming a threat. There's no way they don't wasteland us. Yeah, so there's the wasteland. Here they're going to tap it down. Baleful Strix. Okay. They tap down the Murktide. Nihil Spellbomb. That'd make my Murktide huge. But maybe they don't care about that. Okay. So everything's the same. I need to draw land. Can't cast Murktide. So I'm relying on these Barragoyfs if I draw lands. So here I'll push this. So if they're smart here, they'll plus the Kaito so that they can tap this down next turn. I really just need to draw land, play Barragoyf, and then play another Barragoyf the following turn. And I guess I could draw Edict as well and cleanly deal with the Kaito. So, okay, so they plus Kaito. So they are playing it safe. You know, I think they just win. I need to draw exactly Edict or I lose. So now they have a Barragoyf. And I draw Kaito. So GG's. Round 5, we're on the play, and this looks like a Cephalid Breakfast player. Trophy from about 2 weeks ago. So 2 swords. All right. Two islands, 1 plains. Okay, I don't like this hand. Let's mull this. This hand I like. So let's keep Wasteland, no Wasteland. All right, card on the bottom. Let's put back Flow State. Let's start it off with a Thoughtseize here. So, Felia, Tameo, Ponder, Bauble. Okay. This is probably some Bilbo type situation. I think I'd take Felia here. Play Scolding Tarn, fetch. Basic Island, Tameo. Here's a Bauble. And they bobble me now. I'm going to main phase a Bowmaster here. They drew Force of Will. Force Pitch Ponder. Okay. Bilbo. Uh-oh. Alright. Basic Island. Play Baragoi. Baragoi resolves. Swords. Sure. Pretty annoying. Okay, they can cast the Bauble. Yeah, super duper annoying. Okay. If I draw land, I can hardcast Kaito, tap down the Bilbo. That's an option. Or just play Tameo. Okay, so I'm gonna go for that. I think it's worth it to stop their little engine here. Hopefully they don't have days. They fetch. Come on, come on. Okay. Tap down Bilbo. Okay, here they ponder. They don't shuffle. Okay, they decide to flip the Tamiyo. They have 4 cards in their hand. Attack Tamiyo. Tamiyo takes 3 here. Put 2 cards back. Land Force. They got a swords here. Stifle. Sure. I wonder if they have a way to remove Kaito main deck. Okay, here's another Tamiyo. Tamiyo, Tamiyo. Force pitch, force. How many Tamiyos they got? So they got Felia, Bilbo. What else they got? Stifle. Felia, Stifle. They drew a lot of Tamios that game. It was like Tamio after Tamio. Okay. This is a 5-lander. I'm gonna mull. This one I like. Kaito's so good. It feels weird putting it back. Maybe I think I'm gonna hold on to the Kaito. Let's put back the second ponder. Okay, so here is Tamio. Push is a good draw. This guy just draws Tamios left and right. Okay, so here's a daze. Let's daze back. Alright, everything's gone from the battlefield. So they surveil. Let's Thoughtseize here. Oh wow, their hand is terrible. Good thing I didn't wasteland them. Their hand is all lands. Play Polluted Delta. Let's ponder here, try to find another land. We do find another land. But I also want this edict. So I think what I'll do is I'll go edict, land, surveil land. No. Play the surveil land and get rid of that. So my plan here is to hope Tamio survives. Oh, they do play Wasteland. Interesting. Now I kind of wish that I kept that land. So here we draw Edict. Well, hopefully they don't Wasteland us again. Oh my god, really? Well, if we draw any other land, we can start cracking clues. So here's a land. So maybe they played this one. Okay, they're playing around Bowmaster here. Oh no, they better not stifle me. Okay, so here, I guess I get Underground Sea, Crack Clue, draw push, land. So let's psych our opponent out here. Let's tap them. Wait a few seconds. Untap them. And then here, let's go like that. Tap it. Untap it. Let's not make them think we have Kaito. Yes. Celestial Purge. Yeah. Surveil. So I do like these cards. So we'll go like that. I would much rather have like a land or something, but the flow state can help me find a land. Bilbo? Celestial Purge. Sure. Okay, there's Tamio. We do have an edict for that. So I think their hand is just plains. I think I'm gonna flow state here. 2 cards. Bargoyf. Bowmaster. And then here, let's push. Deck is not cooperating with the lands. But to be fair, I did bin that one land. For some reason, I thought they didn't play Wasteland. I don't think I saw any last turn. Last game. Okay, so here's Bilbo. That's a must kill. All right. So we're going to play our land. And let's get Swamp. Days. Fatal Push. Thoughtseize. Ponder. Land. Do they have days? I think their hand is just plains, unless they like shuffle it away or something. But they could just have swords. Yep, so there's swords. Okay, they have 2 cards in their hand. Here's another Tamio. Draw 2. Nice. Yeah, so they did have a plains in their hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now maybe I do want to wasteland them. Let's Thoughtseize here. They have a wasteland, so they can get to 5 mana either way, but I have a daze. And then here, so they're going to go for the Riddler, and they're going to get dazed and be super upset and rage quit. Told you guys. Alrighty, guys. There you have it. 4-1 league. Didn't decided not to build my whole deck around the Bilbo. Just kind of moved over a Brazen Borrower from the main deck to the sideboard and tossed a Bilbo in there. It was surprisingly good when it was good. Other times, kind of just like a 2/2 that ate some removal right away. But yeah, it was all right. I'd run another league with it like this. I do not think that I'd play 2 Bilbos in this exact Baragoyf tempo list, but who knows? Maybe I'll experiment in the future, like cutting a days or something, to play a second Bilbo. But yeah, hope you guys liked the video. Till next time.